Hey, peace world. Thanks for pressing play on another Pay Me No Mind sports and entertainment video. Again, in the title, I put reaction. I'm sorry. Reaction versus a review. Severance, Apple TV Plus. I still don't know what the hell is going on. I will say it's not as bad as the finale, the season 2 finale for Raised by Wolves. I don't know what the hell is going on that series, and the finale was kind of wild. But speaking of Severance, we just need to know what the hell Lumen does. Obviously, Kier was, and it looks like Harmony is a part of that family. Is part of the lineage there. So Mark has kind of made up his mind. He's becoming increasingly defiant at work. He's challenging, what's her name, Kogel or Harmony. He's challenging her. He tells her, I don't know what the hell we're doing here. And he goes back and tells, the troops, we deserve to know more. Like I said, he's starting to speak out more. Even after he's disciplined again, or counseled by Harmony, he goes right back into the office and takes the group on another trip. And they told them to remain and, to not venture out to the other areas and whatnot. So we still don't know why they keep these departments in silos. Why they don't want them interacting with one another. One of the interesting comments that was made this episode was in the O&D group. They said they made hatchets, like on a previous work order or something. And then on this one, they were making water bottles or something, or water cans. And it's almost like they run they're running 3D printers or something. And like I said, we don't know what the hell Lumen's what they do or what they make. We know that everything in the office has Lumen. It has Lumen on it, from the coffee pot to the pencils to the markers. The stuff in the break room, the vending machines, the items in there is all Lumen. So we just don't know what they make. And then when we look at what's going on with Devin, Mark's sister, who just had the child, she starts looking in on the outside. She starts looking into the woman that she met at the baby camp or whatever, the birthing camp. And it starts pointing back to Lumen and Severance once she starts looking up the Arteta guy. So it looks like we're starting to get some more pieces of the puzzle to put together, but it's still way too scattered for me. Mark pissed me off again, because I told you I was about ready to be done with the show when he ripped up the map. He shredded the map that Petey left him. And then here in this episode, he goes and digs up the cell phone, which is a means of, someone was communicating with Petey on his reintegration and whatnot. But he goes and rips out the SIM card or whatever, or the battery pack or whatever for the flip phone, and throws the phone away to again shut down the revelation that we're all sitting here waiting on. He did go back and retrieve it. And as soon as he retrieved it, it looks like Ragabi, who is wanted by Lumen right now, Ragabi contacts him and tells him to meet her somewhere. And they actually do meet up, and that's how the episode closes. So it looks like we're on the cusp of figuring out what the hell is going on, what's behind the people doing the reintegrating. And I guess, we'll continue to be on standby to see what the hell is going on inside of Lumen with the macro data refinement group, the O&D group. Maybe we find they've kind of made a decision to band together to figure out what the hell the baby goats are for. The one brother, Dylan, he continues to be, he continues to provide some comic relief, but I don't know. He just also has the seems to have another interesting role. I can't put my finger on it just yet, so that I can't really comment much more on Dylan. Other than I think that actor, I think he was also in You, maybe season 1 of You. I just think he's starting to really cut out what do they call it? Like a signature character. He seems to be carving out for himself with his comedic chops and whatnot, and his snarkiness and all of that type stuff. So I'm enjoying him. The whole situation between Bert and Irving, between Christian Walken and John Turturro. I know every time we see gay people, same-sex couples, we go with agenda. They're pushing the agenda. Y'all pushing the agenda. But at this point in time, I mean, the LGBTQ and the rest of it community is, it is part. I mean, that is our society at this point in time. So to see 2 gay characters, is not is kind of becoming old hat. But I'm just like, I don't want to see Christopher Walken and John. I don't want to see these dudes kissing and getting all into no romantic stuff. I didn't want to see that. So, it's wild to continue to watch, that these 2 have figured out that I thought Dylan was giving him a hard time about Irving being interested, like we say work husband, work wife and stuff like that. And we're just being sarcastic. But, Dylan was spot on when he was like, you getting feelings for this dude? I didn't interpret it that way. But, here in this episode, Irving tells Bert that, lip to lip, they had this conversation about lip to lip contact not being a part of the handbook and whatnot. I'm just like, man, what does this have to do with the show? But I don't know. Helly, seemed to kind of settle in this episode and look at it as, let me just do my job and try to be a part of pushing Mark to do what he's doing to disrupt what's going on here and to uncover. Maybe instead of killing myself, maybe I just need to play my role in the in kind of like the uprising that's starting to take form. Because it's almost like I said, with Mark asking his questions, like, why don't we know what we do here? Why don't we know more about what we do here and what's going on? Why are we kept in the dark? So he's asking questions that, hadn't been asked before. And all of this interdepartmental, this commingling has never really happened on this level either. So it's a lot of interesting things going on. But again, it's kind of like we're still in the dark. Still trying to, and while we're still in the dark on exactly what the hell Lumen is or what Lumen does, I'm also trying to get a handle on what the hell is going on in this town that they live in. And they kind of keep that under wraps too. Like the lady that, what's her name? The lady that Devin met that was having a child, she sees her a couple days later or whatever. It's very odd that they have babies out in the winter a couple days after being born. I mean, that kind of was different to me, but okay. They do different stuff nowadays. But the lady didn't even know who she was. So it's almost like with that lady's husband, the Arteta cat, with him being involved with Severance, it's almost like he might be doing Severance in reverse or something, because she acted like she didn't know who the hell Devin was, or that they didn't have that conversation in the when they had the coffee together or whatever it was. So that's pretty interesting. But like I said, with Devin doing some investigating on the internet and figuring out, putting together, connecting some dots herself, it seems like in the next episode, it seems like we could finally have some kind of breakthrough on what the hell is what and what we're watching. I thought the end of the show with the concert, with Mark finally having some regular discussions with Alexa and them going to this concert and they're singing a song about Lumen, it kind of sheds more light on the outcry against the practices of Lumen and Severance. But again, I need to know, are they selling a product to the public that's affecting the public? Or what's going on with Severance itself? Or what is the purpose for Severance other than for them to just have employees? So, like I said, it's some pieces that I just don't have at this point for me to make heads or tails of what the hell is going on. But at least the show is kind of picking up in terms of a little bit more action. Like I said, to see the town a little bit more, to see Mark not acting so damn weird as his Audi when he's away from Lumen. I thought that was some progress right there. So, but again, with him talking with PD's daughter, that was kind of interesting. This rock band is out here in some alley screaming out at Lumen. We don't have in the real world right now, like we don't have bands or music acts, making recording songs about Pepsi or Coke or Nike, or car brands or Tesla or something. So what the hell is Lumen doing to society? Other than the fact that what was she, the bass player, or she was part of the band, PD's daughter, June. So maybe she wrote that song specifically, and that's why they were just singing it. I don't know. But yeah, like I said, I thought we got a little bit more here this episode, not a ton. And then lastly, to see it's also, and that's the thing, that was another kind of a revelation, was the fact that Milchick was over at Dylan's house away from Lumen, and he made the call on the phone to tell whoever, I guess the darker haired security guy, told him to shut down Severance after he questioned him about that card that he stuck in his back pocket from the O&D group. So now it's almost, they don't need to be in the elevator or on the ground, the campus, for Severance to work. They can do it remotely too. So that's something to consider there. Is there a way for the Severance chip to get put in citizens' heads and not know about it, and then Lumen would be able to control people remotely? Is that something that they're trying to do? I don't know, but like I said, that was something that we hadn't seen to this point, that now they can trigger the Severance chip, away from the campus. And so that's it. I thought it was a better episode. Again, the show is moving slow as hell. I'm really wondering what's going on in between. The musicians don't name products. Let me hear all the old school hip hop heads say my Adidas. I said they don't criticize products. They don't criticize brands. They don't hate brands. My Adidas was getting a check from Adidas, right? They're not really apples to apples, but I hear you. Anyway, that's it, man. Let me get on off here. But pay me no mind, sports and entertainment. You don't have to be great to start, but you have to start to be great. I gotta check and see if it's is Severance 10 episodes or is it an 8-episode series? Again, Raised by Wolves 2, it looks like they shut down at 8 episodes, so that one is not a 10-episode series. Anyway, what's up, Quee? Is it Quee or Quay? Anyway, let me get on off of here Enjoy the rest of my night. Enjoy the rest of your weekend. Tons of shows out there right now. I was just talking. Oh, it's 9? Okay. That's weird. They just do anything now. You know, however long we need the story to be, that's what we'll do. But yeah, like I said, I just did a little, jumped in very quickly on the way from this, from getting something to eat. But The Last Kingdom out there, that's season 5 on Netflix. Season 3 of Top Boy, or season 2 of Top Boy, but season 3 for Summer House, then Top Boy when it became Top Boy. And now the latest of that is out there. I also got to check into this Adam Project, this DMZ that's on HBO Max with Rosario Dawson and Benjamin Bratt. I'm seeing a lot of good news about that one. So I'm gonna start checking that one out. Probably. See, March Madness is going on right now, and it's very hard for me to switch. You know, when I'm trying to watch, all these games on the weekend, it's hard to get to TV. So I'm going to get to DMZ. I'm going to get to Top Boy. And then I thought there was one other one I wanted to check out. And I saw something on Amazon Prime with Regina Hall. Was it Master or something? I'm going to have to get back on that one. But it's just, like I said, it's all kind of it's so many streamers right now. A bunch of them have their own series and whatnot. So it's a lot for people that are into TV and original programming and whatnot. So anyway, let me get on off of here. Peace.